But when it comes to showing off the ability of sulforaphane to help trigger systems that boost the excretion of carcinogens, there's really one study that stands out. This study demonstrated that sulforaphane and its precursor, glucoraphanin, can actually significantly increase the excretion of benzene. Participants that were given a daily broccoli sprout beverage containing around 262.5 milligrams of glucoraphanin and about 7.1 milligrams of sulforaphane, which is about probably an effective dose of something like 135 grams of fresh broccoli sprouts per day, increased the rate of excretion of benzene by 61%, beginning on the first day of consuming the drink and continuing throughout the entire 12-week period of the trial. Just so you know, benzene is a carcinogen that's been shown to cause cancer in humans and in animals, particularly leukemia. The major source of benzene is from automobile exhaust and air pollution, but also from cigarette smoke, even secondhand. The major source of benzene for non-smokers is from air pollution, whereas smokers are mostly exposed to benzene from cigarette smoke. In fact, in the US, cigarette smokers are exposed to around 10 times more benzene than non-smokers, or around 2 milligrams a day compared to only 200 micrograms a day in non-smokers. This starts to make a pretty interesting case for smokers, right? So here's what we've got so far. Smokers that eat a lot of cruciferous vegetables have a decreased risk of lung cancer. Smoking loads us up with a carcinogen called benzene, and drinking a supercharged broccoli sprout drink increases our excretion of benzene. But even if you're not a smoker, which I really hope you're not, there are plenty of other sources that we can be exposed to benzene from. Air pollution is another place we get it. That's because air pollution in the United States primarily comes from automobile exhaust, which is a source of benzene. High-dose benzene exposure from air pollution has been shown to increase oxidative DNA damage in a dose-dependent manner in people, while even low-dose exposure to benzene from air exposure and gasoline exposure has been shown to epigenetically change genes that are involved in suppressing leukemia. If we wish to concern ourselves with air pollution, however, we should look to a study published in 2008 on the use of a broccoli sprout homogenate. This study found that broccoli sprouts, when administered as a homogenate, had a direct effect on increasing the expression of phase 2 detoxification enzymes in the upper airway. In other words, right where it counts. The doses they gave to individuals ranged from 25 grams of broccoli sprout homogenate all the way up to 200 grams, with a clear dose-response relationship where the largest dose had the most potent effect, strongly increasing the production of various glutathione-related enzymes such as glutathione S-transferases, heme oxygenase 1, and NQO1, which is an enzyme we talked about earlier when we discussed breast cancer. Benzene isn't the only airborne carcinogen the anti-benzene broccoli sprout drink worked some magic on. Over the 12-week trial, excretion of the carcinogen acrolein rapidly increased by 23%. Acrolein is found in most of the major sources already mentioned for benzene, including air pollution, but it differs in that it can also be formed when carbohydrates, proteins, and fats are heated. Another study found that consumption of a broccoli sprout beverage containing 27 milligrams of sulforaphane led to a 50% increase in excretion of acrolein, crotonaldehyde, ethylene oxide, and benzene.